Hey, welcome back, everybody. Sign here again with another episode of my Star Salvage Reborn. And I know it's been a little while. I got distracted by other things, and I was also waiting to see if A, this scenario would update, and B, what the 112 update would do to it. And I got an error when I logged in, but it cleared up instantly, so I don't know. We have a debris field. We also have a red thingamabobber over here. Oop, okay. And then there's a pirate station of some kind, looks like, because it hasn't been moving. So I'm assuming it's some sort of pirate base, space station base, something like that. So we're going to go check that out, but I want to check out what this red thing is first, right? Here, let me show that as well. There we go. There's the debris field rendering in. I might do a little bit of looting there. I don't really think I need much besides weapons, though. There it is. Albatross. It's 1 kilometer away and it's still not rendering in. Okay, stop. Stop. What are you? You're nothing, is what you are. Oh, God. There it is. Hello. Wow, you took forever to render in. Oh, okay. There's a colonist Harkin Sunseeker. Okay. And this is a factionless albatross. Well, I see like 4, tier 2 thrusters on there, right? What? Why are you? It keeps saying that, and like for some ungodly reason. Okay. Oh, it's leaving. What? Jerk. You were holding still till I got out of my freaking pilot seat. All right, come on, let's go after it. Okay, that was weird. I don't really have like a lot of weaponry to go after this thing with is the problem, right? It appears to be pretty passive though, right? Like there's no weapons on it, it's not shooting at me. All right, come on. He knows about me though. Okay. Are you gonna stay put now? Looks like it. Okay. I didn't think that would work, but it did. All right, so what's up with you, right? Now, I've seen the Albatross. It's actually one of the ships available in the blueprint library. Look on the little memory card here. Yeah, Albatross is like the first one on the list. I've never actually played with this one before, though. This is built out of CV parts, though, but I guess this is a way of showing you what you're. Oh, do we have a ghost ship? We have a ghost ship. I can phase right through everything. Okay, so we have a constructor over here. Not allowed. It's in storage repository. Steel plates. Okay. Okay, we've got crew members. Nice. Tons of fridges. We've got a garden we can gather up. Okay. Where is your core, right? Being able to just go straight through the walls actually makes it pretty easy to find stuff in here. I swear I'm not in God mode. If I was, I wouldn't be able to spin. So, it'd be rotation locked. There's the core. Okay. Let's see you. Can I maybe put this down? Where are you trying to actually place that, right? Okay, you won't let me actually place it. Oh, you will let me place it right there, though. Hmm. Where I'm pointing is not exactly where things are, but, you know, it's close enough. So. All right, well, if the game's going to be buggy, I'm just going to use the bugs, honestly. There we go. Now I can interact with the ship. Okay. All right, then. There's my claim core. Get that down. Go ahead and turn off everything. Up to the power, right? I don't want the plants to die. That's the main thing. Okay, well, I'm going to have to keep using the jetpack, it looks like. Okay, we got a full medical suite in here. We got extenders in there. The farm is my main interest, though, because I want all of these sprouts. And after this, I could care less if it's got power or not. I just didn't want these things to die if I had a chance to grab them. Just me, or are we getting a lot from some of these? That's just one bud. Right here, let me go ahead and pick that up. This, though, yeah, 10 plant protein per AHEX. That is insane. Okay. Manticore. You guys using a repository as a harvest, or a harvest repository as a dump box? Oops. Oh well. It's an extra block, I don't care. Okay, first let me do this. Go to the fridge, right? Input fridge. There we go. And then everything else was going into miscellaneous, right? That's oxygen. Miscellaneous, right? Yeah, there we go. Good amount of sprouts we just got. So now, let me shunt this stuff over. We'll go to, no, the Manticore. And it should default to, yep, harvest repository. I don't know what I'm going to do with the crew members, but we have them now, right? The shame is I just can't take this ship over. You're not allowed to do that. Manticore. Manticore. Probably food, right? Okay, can we try that again now? Realize it switched over. Put everything in here, I'll sort it out later. You know what? I want your plant. Nope. Harvest. You know, it's gonna be laggy. Oh, look, assault rifles. There's a potted plant in the bathroom. There's an armor locker in the bathroom. Huh. Okay, sure. Right, that makes sense, right? Players tend to run around in their armor all the time anyway, so... I just opened the ship up to a vacuum. Lab table 3, what do we got? Right, I don't think I'm going to really get anything else interesting out of here. We're going to get a lot of crew members. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. Oops, should have done something with that first. Beyond that, I have no idea really. I mean, we got thrusters and stuff. This is just going to be like me flying around. What? This is a container? That's different. Ooh, commanding officer. Hello. Harvest, right? Commanding officer. Minus 1,000 CPU. Functionally, not worth that much. To be completely honest. 100,000 CPU whenever you're using, or not 1,000 CPU when you're using vanilla CPU. It's honestly not really all that worth it. To be completely honest, it's a drop in the bucket. It's 1,000 blocks of steel. Which seems like a lot, but... let's look at vehicle combat. It is... Oh, it's half of a pulse laser. So, okay, that's not terrible, I guess, then. But when your ships start running into, you know, a couple million CPU, 1,000 does not make much of a difference. Is there anything else? We get the medical stuff. Let me zip around the other side here. It's over here. The lounge. That's bedrooms we've already hit up. Kind of a cargo-ish area with no actual cargo in it. Get the hangar. That's gonna take a while. And we've got 4 thruster regular Ls, right? In the back. We got those in the front. We got some on the side. So a ton of thrusters on this thing, which is good. I'm actually quite comfy outside too. Nice. Anything like, okay, we got a detector. There's a bit of a bridge here. Okay. Yeah, no, there's really nothing else of interest on this thing, though. I mean, I'm definitely going to be grabbing the thrusters and whatnot, but... I mean, obviously there's no turrets. This thing wasn't shooting at me, so... I think I've already grabbed most of the decent stuff. We do have constructors. What type of constructors are you, right? Advanced. Vector and controller ammo. Okay, that's kind of a decent way to set things up. Oh, and I've got a bunch of weapons from last episode I haven't done anything with yet either. Okay, we had another ship show up. Raider Tug 6. we got this happening again, guys. Okay. I just got shot through the ship. Great. So we're going to have another daisy chain of ships, but at least this time I have my CV right there instead of having to, like, try to make this god-awful thing in the middle of space, right? All right, so like an hour and a half later. Yeah. And one of them despawned already. The Tug 6, I think it was, despawned. But we ended up with the Harkon showing up and a Tug 3 as well, which is what that is. Yeah. All right, let me... Okay, Barren Moon, Lava Moon, and then Temperate Swamp Planet, but we cannot take our CV to the planet, right? And we do have asteroid belt over here too. There's gold. Asteroid field rich with gold in it. I kind of want to check out this pirate thing over here, though. What are you? Colonist Harkon. Okay, that's a colonist. It's not a warlord. It's fine. It's not going to stack up with everything else. It's just... I gotta quit attacking orbital vessels. I need to make some ammo, too, for this thing. They just stack up. I mean, granted, it's nice having a lot of, orbital patrol vessels. But not whenever they start doing that number. Sitting there salvaging a vessel, all of a sudden, I'll hear shots. All right, go outside. Oh, look, something else shooting at me now. All right, take care of that thing real quick. Usually at that point, it's just board it real quick and pop the core. I got to take out a couple sentry guns and then we're fine. But in case of the Harkon, I don't even have to do that. I just have to walk in the front door and pop the core and we're good to go. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff for CVs now. Which means I need to make another capital vessel here soon. Because we need something with a lot more storage than what the Manticore has. I mean, the Manticore is it's a decent ship. It does what I want it to. It is a goopy looking ship. But it does what I want it to. Except for storing a lot of stuff. And one thing I got from all that was I got 4 more quartermasters, which is why those crew members that's picking up sometimes drop items. It's because they're actually a storage controller. Okay. Asteroid Station. Okay, and we have reinforcements apparently. Now what do you... All reinforcements were defeated. Okay, sure. Okay, we are being shot at. Just getting close and look at this asteroid station, right? That's not an asteroid station. That's just your standard, like, nail or whatever it's called. I core you pretty easily. If I remember correctly, it's... I'm in this way. Back up so I can move a bit. I want to aim right to that hover thruster thing there. Oh. Yeah. There it goes. Now, I'm going to go take a peek at these things real quick. I think the turrets are for a base. Oh. Privateer Corvette. Ow! No, being shot at. Don't like being shot. Not whenever I'm outside in just a spacesuit. Okay, the Corvette's dead. 2 salvos, which is good because I don't really have a whole lot else going for me right now. We've got Gats. I'm gonna turn all my turrets on. I've got sentry guns, and then I've got cannons, and that's kind of it, right? Okay, the drone's dead. All right. Well, let me Corvette out here, right? If I could see, my God, it's like, there we go. The super dark ship. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, and there it goes. Okay. That's fine. Hey, I did blow up some boxes, though, which means I can get a little bit of loot. Did we have another drone show up? I think we did. Oh, yeah. Yep, I see he's on fire. Okay, good. I got my health all the way back. That just looks a little weird, having my turret poking through the armor like that. Okay. Okay, so I got more fuel, but just nowhere to put it. I got a 4854 and a 4880 because I've been making ethanol this entire time. Yeah. Let me switch over to destroyed vessel. What was that? Oh, that's the blue thing, isn't it? Yeah, okay. All right, so let's get closer to Mamder. I could care less about the station anymore. I might hit it up whenever I leave Mamder. But I want to at least get down to this planet and check some stuff out. I mean, I've spent like 2.5 hours recording this video so far because I'm a loot goblin and I cannot turn down free CVs when they pop up in my lap. Okay. I am seeing like a red dot up ahead. Oh god, nah, it was a mistake. Hey, look, you can see the Albatross and the Freighter Tug 3 and the Harkon and all sorts of stuff. Okay, little pings can go away now. How is my, like, colonist? 9080 now. I need to find, like, a pirate, like a real pirate base or something, you know, not just what we just found, right? Because that, whatever. You need to find something where I can go in and just, you know, savage the hell out of, you know, some pirates on foot. And that might hopefully get my colonists up enough that I can actually, you know, safely go around them and maybe hit up a trade station or something and see what they got. Okay. So let's stop about 1 kilometer out, because otherwise it's going to complain at me the entire time. Yep, see, there it goes already. It actually teleported me 1,100 meters out. Right. Gotta go down one more elevator here. Oh, we can actually get to the hangar. Right here. We're going to take the shuttle down. Maybe. Yeah, you do have some ammo. Okay. Just in case I have to, you know, defend myself. You are... There we go. You can see very zippy. I always forget about that. This thing is grossly overpowered now, but it has to be able to get itself, you know, off the ground on high G planets. Okay, we got something there, and then we have a resource of all things. Okay. Let's go see what this POI here is. And if nothing else, there's a lot of wood down here. I could throw together some sort of wood harvesting HV. Be able to farm up tons of trees and all that way, but eh. Things I can't bring my CV to most planets, it's just... I don't know, I'd have to make an SV, a bigger SV that I could then... Yeah, outpost or Ekora, okay. No, quit. Okay, we're being shot at, which is fine. I think. Nope, that's me shooting, I think. Yeah, that must have been my guy shooting. Here, let me... Turret off. There we go. Okay, so what resource was that again? That was... Magnesium, very small. You know... I'm kind of tempted to actually go after the magnesium. I need that for missiles and stuff. Oh, we got a luck to get out. Okay, are you empty? You are. 3,600, that'll work. Oh, gotta reload. Thank you. Where was our magnesium deposit now? Here, okay. Okay, it's very red underground. Or it was, anyway. There's our magnesium deposit, nice. And it's tapped out, right? That's all the bigger the deposits are going to be in this scenario. Oh, okay. Get back on. Thank you. All right, so what are we looking at? How much do we end up with? 20. Okay. It's not the greatest, but every little bit helps. Maybe I should check out these guys over here, too. They may not be a colonist POI. They may actually be something lootable. Supply cache or something like that. I need to head back to... I forgot the name of that planet now. One orbiting black hole with a unique name. Paradise planet that was just covered in everything we needed. Apparently I missed some sort of big underground base over there. Broken engine. Yeah, that's not going to be worth it. Where was the other one? It was, yeah, right there. Okay. Crashed Sentinel Front. Ooh, okay. Don't tap forward so much. Our forward thrust is amazingly overpowered. Reverse, aka brakes, not so much. Pentaxid, though. Hello. Alien Thorn? Yeah. Okay. Don't think I'll ever actually be able to use that. Because the whole... where I started, we don't get the story missions that'll give us unlock points. Okay. And as such, I'm not going to be able to really unlock the medical. Ever. So, there's more Pentax in the distance. I'll worry about that later. Alright, so crashed Sentinel Front, right? What do you got on you? Cargo box. With some nanotubes. Okay. You know, that's honestly kind of sort of par for the course. I mean, I could salvage it, but honestly, I just have to take out an orbital patrol vessel and then we're fine. I can get so much more loot out of one of those than honestly anything planet-based at this point. That is another colonist POI. You are what? You're not going to tell me. Sigma outpost. Okay. Oh, hey, I see a resource, though. I'm kind of curious. Let's just look in the registry, right? Vertron. That's where we need to go back to. The Jewel of Vertron. Yeah. Now, the ghost ships are a bit of an issue, because they're actually hostile. And I don't have a CV or SV with the shield on it. So, They can be pretty dangerous, honestly. With everything else on that planet, it's probably worth the risk. A very small gold deposit. Okay, I'm going to call it here. I'm going to get 2 gold ore out of this thing. Oh, I just killed that tree. Okay, nothing around. Good. I think I saw 5 gold ore pop in. That is enough for an ingot. Yeah, 5 gold ore. Wow. That is actually more than I was expecting, especially from gold. You are Crash Capital Vessel. Okay, yeah. So you aren't showing a level, so... Wait a second, though. So you're in the ground and you're not trying to come out. So that tells me you're a base, not an actual CV, right? Base. Dang. But a base we can get, like, say, thrusters off of, right? Which just sounds kind of funny, but, you know, is what it is, right? Large constructor. Do I want to bother with a large one? What goes into making these things? So here's a question. Great. Yes, we could upgrade it to an advanced, but I have, like, I think 4 advanced on the Manticore. They're not installed, obviously. Okay, we do want that. There's nothing else that's medical component. We do have 55 and alien plasma charges. Plasma charges are good because I have a bunch of alien plasma turrets. Fuel tanks, sure, why not, right? They deconstruct nicely, so grab that. What are you? Tech block, okay, or tech equipment. All right, I wanted to look at what goes into that. Nothing worth even picking it up. It's 2 computers, 5 steel plates, 10 mechanical components, 4 fiber, 2 motors. That's not worth the bulk that it would take to transport it back to orbit. We'll grab those and that, right? We have a fridge. Let's go ahead and eat that. I don't know why I grabbed the fridge, but I did. Okay, well, that was better. Oh, hi, hello. I'm happy to see you. Methium ore. And mushrooms. But I can't harvest, okay. These ones I can harvest, though, right? Yeah. Carbon. Okay. Nanotubes and military scrap. Okay, that's not bad. You're just gonna give me, like, steel plates, mechanical components. It's really not worth hitting up the iron ones. Are there any more Promethium boulders around here? Is that... That is something that is extremely hard to find. It's Promethium. Hello, butterflies. I do see a pentaxid over here. Got eggs. There's another Promethium boulder over there. Okay, cool. I might have to run around this field a little bit and, you know, grab some foodstuffs, grab pentaxid, mainly this Promethium, right? Should have brought my mining SV down here instead, because I could just fly around and just pop the boulders off the ground that way. A much quicker way to cover ground than what I'm doing. There's a good amount of plant protein down here, though. All right, so yeah, I'm not really seeing. I mean, there's some pentaxid around, which I'm going to grab because it's free for the taking, right? Not seeing any more promethium boulders though. I'm gonna have to fly around and keep my eyes on the ground whenever exploring this planet. Let's look here too. Deposits, none, right? No meteorites. So the gold and the magnesium we found were it. I'm guessing at this point, right? So I had a magnesium meteorite fall. So even though the map screen said otherwise, we do get meteorites on this planet. So I ran back up, threw some mining lasers onto the shuttle, and swapped out one of the larger storage repositories for a harvest repository. And yeah, we ended up with 67 total promethium fuel and 46 pentaxid from that field and another one I found. Let's see, harvest repository. Yeah. But we should get a decent amount of magnesium out of here, which is going to be a huge help. I'm just thinking, especially if I like just hang out here for a while. And because once this meteorite's gone, it'll spawn another one in. And so I could store up, you know, a few meteorites worth of magnesium and use that to actually make ammo for the manticore, which would be amazing. All right, I think I've got enough now. Let's head back up. We're getting kind of heavy. Well, not so much heavy, it's just, it's not turning, I mean, less responsive, let's put it that way, right? We're sitting on like a lot. Oh, we just hit the border. Okay. Like 5,000-ish now, or 1,500 there, and then I've got another 900 there, yeah. Where is my ship now? Okay, I should not have done that. Archon Sunseeker. There's the Manticore. Yeah, it's on the other side of the freaking planet. Alright. Oh, that's a thing. Oh well. We can zip around pretty good. That Harkon, it doesn't have any armament anyway, so even if I was to get within range, it wouldn't be able to do anything to me, so. Another CP pileup, though. Yeah. Definitely need a bigger vessel. Just to carry my loot around. I'm gonna need something with like 10 quartermasters at 500k each. All right. Whoop. Which I guess I could just modify the hell out of the Manticore even some more and just beef it up. That is an option. It's not like blocks are a problem to get with the current Conga lines that like to form. Oh, there we go. Oh, too far. Okay, let's go Manticore though. Input fridge seems like a good plan. I've got stuff in here. And then it was 2, I think, yeah. It has some stuff in it as well. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for the perishables. Oh, no, wait. Just saw got eggs in here. Here we go. Turn the jet back off. You actually need to shut off now. And I still have another 1,000 CPU on this thing. How much were these again? They're not bad. The drill modules are 380, so I could easily put, you know, some more like here and here on there, and maybe speed up, you know, meteorite acquisition. Which I think is going to be the main thing that that ship gets used for, to be completely honest. We can get so much more good out of a meteorite than we can off of pretty much anything else. I am backing up, you stupid game. I am reversing. Trust me, it's not a problem. I want to go on that planet anyway. I'm done there. Let's look here, though. Vertron, right, was actually a decent distance away, wasn't it? Was it here? Yeah, Vertron's right there. Can I jump there in one go? I don't think so. 33 light years might be pushing it, right? Oh, hey, there's that Harkon over there. Are you trying to shoot at that thing? It's a good thing my turrets are out of ammo. Oh, no, we can jump to there in one go. Sweet. And the Jewel of Vertron. There we go. Go ahead and lock target. And should probably get rid of that waypoint too, right? I'm over here. Although it's good to have a waypoint back to Vertron. Because eventually, if Hatred, the person who took over Star Salvage from Know-It-All DM, gets run into the story missions, there is a story mission here on Vertron. Or that's the plan anyway. Let me go here then. Let's see, Vertron. Capital vessels are not allowed. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. You know, what are you going to do though, right? All right. We've got ghost ships in orbit, but I don't have the weaponry to take on the ghost ships, right? Here, let me reorient here like that. There's that destroyed ghast there, but that's an SV. What are those? I think those were more destroyed SVs, right? Go ahead and rescan. Yeah, those are SVs, right? There's one cluster of data boxes. There's a bunch of destroyed SVs in orbit. And then there's a whole bunch of ghost ships, which is what these little red dots are. Right? I'm guessing those are all CVs. Okay, let's go down to our constructor now. You. What is it going to take to make me some CV ammo, right? Let's charge. Okay, we just need a pentaxid, which we've got some in here. Here, let me go ahead and look at elemental pentaxid. Right. One pentaxid equals 5. So I need 2 pentaxid per recipe of this. Go ahead and get that started then. I just did pick up a bunch more pentaxid on the planetary surface there. Flax shells, I think we need. What do I need for? I need 150s. These are the turrets, right? 160s will be the manual fire cannons. Improvised, I need glow bug bits for that. So I'm gonna have to set up a separate crafter for that so I can pull from my cold storage. Let's see. And then Ellis charge CV. Those are for my laser turrets. Let's charge SVHV. Let me just look up CV, right? I have not unlocked those yet. Oh. I'm going to be using those turrets, because those were all salvage turrets. So, yeah. Is it under a plasma turret, maybe? There it is. Then artillery turrets. These are for HPs. Okay, yeah, this is all CV down here. I think we're good. Actually, you know what? Let's look back down here again. These are for a base. So yeah, I don't need to unlock those because I'm not using base turrets at all. But our soul shield, that is for the CB, and then the modulators, SB, and then HB, which I'm probably not going to use HBs in this scenario because unlock points are a bitch. They really are. But I should be able to make the CB charge ones now, right? The ones for the turrets? Yes, we can. And be about the same. We get 150 per. Okay. I'm going to be a little short on this, actually, because I don't have the pentaxter in there yet, but that'll be fine, honestly. Right. Oh, and it's actually pumping it straight into the ammo repository. It's even better. That's the last thing I was making with that was ammo. So I have 600 LS charge CVs. I have 1,000 LS charge 2 CVs. I need the 160s now. That is my manual fire rockets. I need to unlock it still. Okay. Yeah, all the ones I've gotten so far, I've looted. Wish I had remembered that, because then I would have stayed away from using those shots just recently. 150s, though, we can make. How's our magnesium supply doing? Decent, but we have a lot more now. A restroom is going to be an issue. We have a good amount of restroom, actually. Okay, good. All right, so I need... Where are my manual prior weapons, right? That's for HV, right? Which I'm not using. SB, which we're not using currently. Light torpedo launcher actually seems like it could be fun for an SB, but a slow but very powerful torpedo capable of great destruction. Artillery turrets. Rocket launcher here, right? What uses the 160 then? Is it the artillery turret? It might be the artillery turrets. Let's look at... Just collapse it all, right? Go down to weapons. Rocket launcher uses 150. Okay, so it's the same ammo as my rocket turrets. It's the RT turrets that use the 160s, which is why I don't have any of those. Okay. All right, figure that one out. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. Next time we'll be back on Virtron. It's wonderful sickly green ball down here. And I'm going to do some more exploration. I need to unload the shuttle first. We've got a decent amount of supplies and whatnot in here that need to get into the Manticore so we can actually do stuff with them, right? I'm slot capped away from putting that in there. And I'm not going to be able to move anything out of here. Well, maybe those I can move out, but... Oh my god, I still got... Why are these in my crafting box? Oh, I had another one there. I had some sitting in my harvest box, so I grabbed those. I didn't realize I had a third one here. Rocket launcher, we got a ton of Gatling guns, we've got, yeah. Once I decided to make a combat SV, we are great on weapons. But have I unlocked like a teleporter yet? That would probably be under experimental, right? No, no, it's not. Maybe under large devices, right? I'm just thinking of, maybe putting a base down on Vertron and then just using a teleporter to move up and down when I need to. I think basic survival probably wouldn't be in here. Nope. Engineering, maybe? Ah, there it is. CV teleporter. Teleport in the same sector. So I could go from planet to CV in orbit. But it looks like I have to learn a separate teleporter because this is CV only. So I'd have to learn the one for the base as well. Yeah, down here. So it'd be 40 unlock points. I'm not sure I want to spend that. It doesn't give a range on the teleporter. It says allows teleport to faraway targets, right? And an incoming signal, which I can put one on here. So I teleport from my base to this thing. This thing, it just says far away. It doesn't mention a range, which just makes me a little bit worried. Structural repair emitter. Yeah, this is the one that would allow my CV to repair a base, which is honestly awesome. I love that idea. But not much use right now. One other thing I want to check before we head out. Go ahead and turn on territories. I did want to head up to ISI space. I still want to do that, right? It's the wasteland over there. I'm not sure if there's going to be anything. Yeah, Interspace headquarters. We have a few planets in here. Okay. What do we got over here? Is this little ball here pirates? Yeah. Okay, if I want to get good with the colonists, I'm going to have to go to Dent Tolra. It's going to be in a bit of an adventure, and we're going to need more pentaxid. But thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until the next one, signing out, have fun.